What's up everybody, welcome to Life of a Board Gamer and welcome to the mandatory what did I brought from Essen, what my haul looks like. And yeah, I brought lots of games, more than I anticipated. I had roughly around 30 games or so, but then I stumbled on some games that looked really interesting and things happened, monies exchanged hands, and some of them were also gave me for free as a preview from publisher, as a press copy. And yeah, some are here I think by mistake, actually the first one down here, but overall ESSEN 2024 was really great. At first I was really disappointed. I wanted to rant about it a little bit because the prices are crazy. And then the hall 5, the parking, not hall 5, the parking P5 was supposed to be closed for the visitors, only for exhibitors. It turned out to not be like that, and I didn't knew about it. I just went on a whim, you know, this can't happen. I can't park like far away, you know, bring all those games to the main, it's just crazy. So I rolled the dice, took my chances, and I got in all 4 days with no problem. So yeah, trick is on them, so to say. So yeah, I brought lots of games, more than I should have, but you're gonna see in a second, so there's a lot. So yeah, let's start. First, I want to show you the game that this is the only game that I bid for at the Essen, and I didn't even know it was in a shrink wrap. It is actually Marvel Zombies. Now, I like Marvel as an IP. I like zombies. Anything with the zombie team is automatically interesting to me. And I saw that this one was selling. I didn't even realize it's new one. I bid on it because I want to paint these cool miniatures. So that's the first one I brought. I don't know actually how many I brought. There's going to be a counter. I'm going to put it down here. So I'm going to be surprised as you what the final count is. So yeah, that's Marvel Zombies, the first one. So I'm just going to put it aside because I'm going to need lots of space. So I'm going to go with the bigger games first. Galileo Galilei. Absolutely gorgeous looking game. I think this one ended up in my bag by mistake as I was running to the publishers meetings and all of that. There's a smaller game from this publisher that I was interested in, and they gave me both, and I just took them, you know, put them in a bag, continue my way, because Essen for me is all about time. Meet this publisher at this time, meet this publisher at this time, in between, try to hit this booth, try to hit this booth, you know, stuff like that. So I think this one ended up in my bag by accident. I think they overlooked, but still, it looks very interesting, and I can't wait to try. Pink Troubadour is the company. So Galileo Galilei. Then we have Guardlings. It's a new game from Alien. I think it's Alien, and that's like a new company because the designer is Christian, who designed the Revive. And this is his design with his daughter, so I think this is kind of kid-friendly game. We'll have to check it out. So Guardlings I also brought with me. The Portal games. I had a huge fun at the Portal games. I brought Resurgence. It was not available in Europe so far. Resurgence is a really cool post-apocalyptic game. You have your shelter, you're sending people out, doing different things. Really like this one when I played it. And then I have a Torgal. It looked cool. I don't know much about it. It says it's a story-driven experience. It's cooperative, and it was enough for me. It had really nice artwork. It had some miniatures in here also, you know. When I see miniatures, I automatically want to like buy it. Then we have Yokohama, the new version. I have the old one. I can't wait to dig into this one and see what the differences are, if any. I think they didn't touch on the gameplay. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the deluxe version to compare it to my deluxe version of the old Yokohama. But this one will do, and yeah, expect this one I think pretty soon because I know most of the stuff about this game. So yeah, I'm already up in all the games and everything. Okay, then I have something really cool. I have a pre-production copy of Hedge Mage that is currently on a Kickstarter, so I think this is the one I will be playing first, reviewing first. As you can see, the back is blank. So yeah, I can't wait to get this one to the table. It's polyomino style game, so it was automatically interesting. Now from Alien again, Christian is the designer, if I'm not mistaken. game design. Christian is one of the designers. Sparks. It's about robots in a factory. It has lots of cool dice and whatnot. So yeah, it has cool dice. That was enough for me. Okay, let's continue. This one, Navoria, Explorers of Navoria and Explorers of Navoria Forgotten Lands expansion. I bought on an instant because the Dranda Games has a new media person that, you know, contacts with media, and that guy is hilariously funny. His way of presenting the game is absolutely awesome. I enjoyed this meeting very, very much. So yeah, Navoria Explorers and the expansion. So really looking forward to this one. This one was also on my list, if I'm remembering correctly. Then we have Camargue from the Abacus Spiel, the one that did the Wandering Towers. This is about path building, and I saw it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Carcassonne for some reason. You know, tiles, you have to match line. I don't know. It just looked interesting, so I got it. Okay, Tree Society I bought on a whim because I was standing in a line waiting to buy the Lord of the Rings, the Duel for Middle-earth. This is like a reimagination of the Seven Wonders Duel, but people say it's better. Even though I don't see anything wrong with the Duel, but if it's better, we'll check it out. And then when I was standing in line, I saw this one and I asked, how much is it? 35 euros? Okay, give me that, just because the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I just like the artwork, so yeah. These two are also on a list to be reviewed. Next thing, I said to myself, I will not be back from the Spiel without this. It is a new Unmatched set. You know how I am with Unmatched. New review of the older sets coming really soon. But this one, of course, painting miniatures on the second channel. There's a link in the description down below. If you want to learn how to paint it, because I paint miniatures in a really like easy to understand way, you know, I don't try hard with all the complex shadings and whatnot. So, you know, beginners can follow it. That's the main thing. Then I have Cube Express. Cube Express is like this trail, you know, railroad building thing, and it has cube, it has railroads. I don't know much about it, but just when I saw it, I saw houses, I saw little railroads, and I was automatically, check, interested, give it to me. Then I have really cool one, can't wait to get it to the table, Robot Quest Arena. This is a little bit older one. I know it is like last year release or something like that, but I really liked it from what I saw, like the little robots, and so I got it, you know. And just so to be sure, when I got that, I also got a whole 3 expansions for it. So these are all 3 little robots that you can put in the game. I hope that there's insert in there that accommodates these. Probably not, so I guess I'll have to like remove everything from the insert, but yeah, you get everything you need to play this little robot with this game, so it's an expansion of sorts. So I'm gonna just put it here aside. Next up, Legion, the Siberian story from Albi. Now I picked this up like on a day 3 of Essen. I went there day 1. The line for this booth was insane, and the second day was also insane. Third day was a little bit less crowded, so I went there. And yeah, it's like World War I, I think. I'm not really sure, but I saw the really nice looking artwork, even though it's like all gray and everything. But I just like war games, you know, in general, so it looked really cool. So I got it. And of course, the new one from Delicious Games, even though the last one didn't sit like super well with me, Risafa from Vladimir Suchi, and looks gorgeous. Hope it plays well. I don't know, it just looks really, really nice. So Risafa. And from those bigger boxes, of course, you know, with me, if I see a city building game, and there was a lot, I couldn't get all of them, but I saw this one and it looked really interesting. It's like this Rome game from the same company, but much smaller, you know. Much less, it's not like a big box. I think there's tiles instead of buildings, but still it looks like a budget version of that. So otherwise, Foundations. Really interested in this one. Okay, next one. Veil of Eternity with the expansion. And yeah, you are probably asking yourself now, but you already did review Veil of Eternity. Why did you get it again? I understand the expansion. Well, the confusion is that this one is for giveaway. Actually, these two are for giveaway because Mandu is sponsoring the next Eternal Grudge, me versus Slaven. We are going to play their games and see who's better in Mandu games, so to say, and after that we are going to give away one of these games to somebody. We don't know who yet. We have to decide still how we are going to do giveaway, what's going to be about it, you know, all that. But yeah, so this is not on my list, you know, because it's a giveaway, but I wanted to show it up because this is a really cool game. And yeah, of course, I did get an expansion for me. I mean, Eternal Veil, the Veil of Eternity. Jesus, it's such a great game. Next one, Nikojima, a really fantastic game where you are building like these statues, not statues, but like pillars, and they are connected with with these like strings, and you have to watch not to fall all over the place, everything, you know. And it's really great when you are playing it with 4 players. That's how I enjoyed it the most. It was really fun. And let's make some room for it over here. Okay, next up, Loot from Gigamic, however they is the correct pronunciation. Loot, it has really interesting thing where you put your meeples like on a big board and pick up some stuff, but still you are working on your own board, you know, trying to figure out how everything goes, how everything should, how you should score the best points, stuff like that. So really interesting game, like with nice like player interaction, but still you are doing your own thing. So really weird but interesting. Next up, I must pick this one up when I saw it. It's Tokyo Highway, the Rainbow City. So this one adds a rainbow, an airport, some like a triangle building, and the back of the box is even a score board, which I didn't knew about. And the cars in this are rubber, and the sticks have more rubbery down, have some tiny little rubber stick underneath it, so it's much easier to play. Because their intention was not like to create a game that's hard to play, but the game that looks wonderful once you have done playing with it. So it's like an easy version of Tokyo Highway, so to say. Flower Fields is a new game from Horrible Guild company. It's about tile laying. There's a bees, but I saw tiling, I saw little pretty flowers. I was automatically interested in this one. I have some promo for it somewhere around here, doesn't matter. So Flower Fields. Now this one, I didn't even know that guy is from Croatia. This is a Croatian publisher, and the game is called Machines to the Sky Limited Edition. So I just went there to say hi, you know, to introduce myself, to say how it's wonderful that we have, you know, other designers from Croatia in this hobby and everything. And he was like, yeah, you want to review this one? And I saw it and it looks pretty cool. He said, here, take one for review, and I did. We'll see how it feels, how it plays. Moongrel company is called. Now this one is also from a Croatian designer. He is actually at the end of my videos, because once you become my Patreon, even if you back out at some point, you will be eternalized in all of my videos at the end of them. So yeah, it will be so I must confess, this one I did not pick up in Essen, even though it has its premiere in Essen, because it was sent to me, and I mean, it's my friend, you know. So actually I am the proud owner of the first ever copy, you know, fully produced game that arrived in Croatia, that is not owned by the publisher. So I was sent the first copy ever, so I'm really proud with that. And I of course also have like the promo tokens and the cafe little one, the little expansion for the game itself. So we're gonna just leave those aside. Speculas, really cool. So we are on a Croatian run. This is purely by accident, trust me. I did not put them in this order, I just grabbed them as they come. So Choco next is designed by Sandro Blasic, I think it's the correct pronunciation. He even won 2 giveaways on my channel so far. I featured him in one of my videos when I was filming vlogs throughout the Essen. I don't do that anymore, sadly. I should probably do that next year. A budget for that, think about it. So yeah, he designed his first game. It was published by a Croatian publishing company, and can't wait to check it out and see how it plays and review it. I really like it. It looks like a box of chocolates, you know, the artwork, everything, amazingly looking game. Not because he's my friend, not because he's from Croatia. I really like it. Then we have some more ELO goodies. King of Tokyo Duel. You know, it's just two of the... It's like a tug of war between two monsters, so you are not in a city, so to say. There's tug of war going on, you need to like push these markers left and right to see who will be the winner. So yeah, I was offered this one. Would you like to review it? I was like, hell yeah, it's King of Tokyo. Who doesn't want to review King of Tokyo stuff, right? Okay, next one. From Floodgate Games that are bringing you Hedge Mage on a Kickstarter right now. Go check it out. Or wait for my video pretty soon. Landmarks. Landmarks is a game where you are trying to like give clues on these hexes, and then the others have to like put hexes where they think they should belong. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a draw and write game meeting. I don't know what other game is like that. I don't know, but it looked pretty cool, so yeah, I automatically wanted to check it out. Loot. This one I got because I got the loot bag because I wanted to have like a souvenir from the Essen. So I got the loot. I don't know what it is about, to be honest. I was just lucky to get the bag, and I wanted to, you know, check out the game once it's out. This one I mentioned in my video of what I want to bring home for sure. It's Dungeon Exit. Dungeon Exit is really cool game. It's solo or 2-player game where you are trying to find the way out of the maze by putting these polyominoes, and you have to pick up everything, you know, the keys, the chest, and all of that. So looked really interesting. Might be cool for even like a solo video gameplay. So yeah. Again, back to ELO. New Diamant is out. I wanted to compare it to the old Diamant, see how it works, how it plays, what are the differences, if any. And yeah, so I got it, Diamant. Let's go to Japan with some expansions that are here, you know, the passport expansion and whatnot. Let's go to Japan. Is really cool game. Can't wait to play it a little bit more and tell you all about it, what I think about it. So yeah, let's go to Japan. Next one, again from Mandu Games, is Quiet House. It is a game where the ghosts are moving things around. This is like, I think, a cooperative game. You can't speak, but you need to figure out stuff. So looked really interesting. So yeah, I got it. I like Mandu Games. Next one is kind of kids one, but I think it will work great with older people. Is Yeti Snack. Very similar in a sense to Sushi, the one, where is it? Oh my god, where is my... Yeah, Kushi Express, not Sushi. Kushi Express. In a sense that there's some like dexterity involved, and you are trying to fill up these cubes in a certain way and trying to match them so the Yeti would eat them or something like that. I'm not really sure. It just looked really cool, so I wanted to get it. Okay, last one from those bigger boxes. Then we have a few smaller boxes and one big box for the end. SETI from CGE. My god, this box is heavy. I think this is the first game that's produced completely by CGE in their own factory, stuff like that. So yeah, I saw it on a table. It's a huge table hog. It's about search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and I can't wait to search for extraterrestrial intelligence because the CGE makes great games, and I'm slowly running out of space. I know. So yeah, you know when I mentioned Galileo Galilei from Pink Troubadour, where, well, Dirt and Glory is actually the one I mentioned in my top 10 video that I wanted to check it out because it has this like pink neon thing going on with Mad Max feeling in it. So yeah, I wanted to check it out, so I got it. Then from Ethan, that brought you Tokyo Highway. I also got these three little games. Really cool looking packaging. Viking Seesaw, Wonder Bowling, and Tower of Doubt. So yeah, these three cool little games. They looked really interesting. I like the packaging, so I got in touch. I got some for a review, and I'm happy to report later in this year and the next year, depending when this goes out, how they will look. Dracula versus Van Helsing. This one was not selling at the Spiel this year. This is last year edition, but I was given one so I can film a gameplay. As I said, Mandu is sponsoring the next Eternal Grudge, and this will be also featured there. So yeah, awesome. Okay, from smaller games, the one that I already talked about in my video is Cube Melt. This one is even opened because we played it. It's nice push your luck game with the dice, and a cool little story about how you are a cube of ice, and before you melt completely, because you know the life is short, when you cube of dice it's even shorter, you have to find love or just happiness and fun. So you roll around, you influence what your opponents will get, the ones sitting left and right of you, and what you will get. And as you roll these dice, you are pushing your luck a little bit, but overall I really like this one. It's a really cool game. Taco Kitten Pizza is a smaller version of the Taco Pizza something. I don't know. I played that game. It was okay game. A little bit too chaotic for me. But this is like a kid's version, and a friend of mine that went to the Spiel got this one. So she does not have kids, so she gave it to me, for my kid to play with. And we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, and is it going to work or not, you know? So yeah, Taco Kitten Pizza. Then we have some miniatures. So, wait a second. I will not count these two in, because I brought this for a friend, these two guys. So he saw how I painted mine, and he's also nostalgic for He-Man. But I got myself one more. I got myself King Hiss with Tyrannosaurus. And I got this one just because if I buy that, when I bought for my friend and my best man some of these miniatures, I could roll on the Wheel of Fortune, maybe get, I don't know, it said Master of the Universe Battleground Jackpot. I don't know what it involved, but I went for that. I missed it, but I got this like like a Skeletor that's eaten by like a cube of Jello or something. I don't know. It's really weird miniature. So yeah, I might paint it. I might not. I might give it away. Who knows what will happen with that one. So from Ludanaute, I got an English rulebook for Arctic. Arctic has absolutely gorgeous, stunning artwork. The gameplay is really fun. Something a little bit different. So where you are building your deck, and at the end you want a deck to be in certain order, you can shuffle it or you can mess up with it a little bit, but yeah, it just looked interesting. I wanted to have it. Galebari is another game from Snowy, from Choconnect. This is from the guy that created a To Be Continued game that I also already reviewed on my channel. This one is like a trick-taking game where you are trying to seduce ladies at the Adriatic Sea, which is well known that the guys that live there like to, you know, seduce girls that come to the sea for, you know, like 10 days. They want to bring them some fun and pleasure. It has a little bit of an adult theme, but still, I played it, I tried it out. It's really cool trick-taking game. I got some Cthulhu dice, Orient Express luxury dice. So I got this one from Chaosium when I went to their booth to hear a little bit about their new upcoming board game that might be featured on this channel, who knows. Then we have one box of Similo cards. I have these lying around, but I don't actually even open them because I don't know, Similo, I just don't know how to play Similo correctly, so I kind of avoid it. And yeah, I got this one. I also have Imperial Miners expansion, Aztecs. So yeah, Aztecs versus Weirdlings. I presume it adds more of the races. 55 mine cards, 7 remainder cards, 5 Sun Moon tokens, 1 rulebook. It's expansion for Imperial Miners. I really liked Imperial Miners. I think it's a really cool game. Fast, fun, it just goes, you know. Then I got caution signs. It's like these, like, you know, party games where you write something. So you get two of these halves, like for example, flexible cow, and then you need to like draw a cow that's flexible, and then all of these will be shuffled up, and then you have to figure out. It's like oh so clover, or however that one is called. But yeah, caution signs look really interesting, like party game, you know, where you are writing. I always check those out, they're really cool. The Call from Gigamic, or Slide is the English name of this game. I had the chance to play it with the publisher and with their media person, and I really liked it. It has really fun and interesting way and mechanic of scoring and how you do stuff, so it's hard to talk. No, I'm losing my voice, so it's hard to, you know, explain the entire game, but it's not that complicated. It's 15 minutes simultaneous play. Really cool looking game, to be honest. Then we have River Track. River Track just looked cool. I don't know much about it. It has these stacking plinths, and the artwork was really cool, and it looks like something interesting, and I wanted to check it out. So yeah, River Track. Next up, and we are almost done. Desert Tribes. Desert Tribes is a new expansion for Neuroshima Hex. I have everything so far, so I can't come home without this one. Plain and simple. Okay, Agent Avenue is actually open because I played it. Agent Avenue is a new game from the guys that brought you Mindbug, and those guys are really cool. I love them, and this game is 10 out of 10. So that's like small review. You'll hear more about it pretty soon because this game is awesome. They are making such awesome games. Quartz from Lucky Duck Games. Lucky Duck Games also has new media manager, and she is the loveliest person I met on a spiel. No offense to anyone, but she's so energetic, so full of life, you know. It was just a pleasure to spend like I think around 10 minutes talking to her. It was really, really cool. And she gave me Quartz, the dice game, you know. It's push your luck with the dwarves mining for the gems, and looked interesting. Okay, next one. Misty Valley is a game that just looks so fun. You have a fox, you have a bunny, and they are doing something. I completely forgot what they are doing. There's some secrets there. There's some hexes that you are building around. It's like, I don't know. It's from Gremlin Games. It just looks so interesting, and I absolutely needed to have this one because I really, really like how it looked. And not so, almost next to the last one, is Double Super Mario. I got this one when I was standing in line to buy the dual game with the Lord of the Rings team, and when I buy Tree Society, you know, on a whim, somebody approached me by the side and said, listen, we played the game and we got this voucher. If we buy something, we get something for free, and we actually don't want to buy anything right now, so do you want a voucher? I mean, you're standing in line, you're probably buying something. I was like, yeah, I'm buying. And so I gave the voucher, and they gave me on the counter, they gave me this Double Super Mario. Can't wait to try it out with the kid, see if he likes maybe games like that. And yeah, I asked them when I picked it up, they were still there. I asked them, do you want it maybe by any chance? They were like, no, you take it, you bought the games we gave you, so it's fine. And the last one is actually not a game. It's not an expansion, it's a pimp up stuff. You know how much I like Voidfall. I said if the setup was a little bit quicker, you know, and all that, it would probably be my second best game I ever played, but I was lacking miniatures. I had the normal version, so I got myself a miniatures. When I was talking to the publishers, he actually gave me the miniatures. He said, here, take the miniature pack. He showed me the new game in a Voidfall universe, Revenant, and can't wait to see that one, what it's all about. I didn't have time to play it, but I got the miniatures for the cool game of Voidfall. And yeah, I think that's that. I think that is everything I brought from the spiel. There's of course various promos, pins and whatnot that you get. You know, I got this deck of cards because one of my Patreons and one of my friends actually bought me a ticket to play the game, you know, raffle game for free, and I got this deck of cards. So it's not a game, it's just deck of cards, so I will not count it in. And I believe so, they told me it's just a deck of cards. It says playing cards, so with the crazy cats with you know, knives in their mouth, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my Essen haul. Not sure what the number is, it's probably somewhere down here or down here, not sure where I'm going to put it. And it was a good fair. I almost didn't want to go, but at the end, and not because I brought lots of games with me, because it was really cool to travel with some new people, to see how they experience the fair for the first time and all that. It was really wonderful time, and I hope to go next year. I don't know, I feel a little bit tired of, you know, like 15-17 hour drive. It's crazy. So next year I might go by the plane and just, you know, ship the game or something like that. So it will be so much easier. And yeah, thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. If you are not, please do so if you can, of course, because any of those I will just invest back into the channel as I do, you know, buying new equipment, better mic, better cameras and whatnot. So yeah, that is that. Until next time. Oh, of course, you didn't see this one, right? Or did you see it? I have a new lamp. It was a gift from one of my friends. When I returned back from Essen, I brought one game for him that he insisted on still paying. And yeah, he gave me this thing over here. So this is like the new lamp, new logo. It has, I have to have the lamp, you know. So yeah, thank you all, and until next time. Pozdrav.